In the bustling city of Lagos, there lived a highly respected doctor named Dr. Adewale. Known for his impeccable skills in childbirth and maternity care, women flocked to his private clinic, trusting him with their most precious moments. But Dr. Adewale carried a dark secret. He had made a pact with an underground syndicate that trafficked newborn babies. For every baby he handed over, he was paid a hefty sum of money. Initially, he justified his actions. Some mothers cannot care for these children, he told himself. I'm simply giving them better lives while earning what I deserve. But as time went on, greed overtook whatever morality he had left. He began lying to parents, telling them their babies were stillborn, only to sell the infants to the highest bidder. Dr. Adewale's wife, Tolu, was unaware of his sinister dealings. She believed he was a devoted husband and father to their 2 children, Adunni and Deji. However, their marriage began to crumble due to Adewale's growing paranoia and erratic behavior. One day, Tolu discovered she was pregnant again. Joy filled their home and Adewale promised to be there every step of the way. But deep inside, his greed whispered dark thoughts. One more deal, he thought. This child can secure my retirement. Months passed and Tolu went into labor. Dr. Adewale insisted on handling the delivery himself, sending away the midwives. Alone in the delivery room, Tolu gave birth to a healthy baby girl. As Tolu rested, Adewale made his decision. He called the syndicate and arranged for them to pick up the baby that night. When Tolu woke up, Adewale sat beside her with tears in his eyes. I'm sorry, he said. The baby didn't survive. Tolu was inconsolable, her cries echoing through the hospital. Later that night, the syndicate arrived to collect the baby. But something went wrong. The baby's cries drew the attention of a nurse who had long suspected Dr. Adewale's illicit activities. She immediately called the police. In a dramatic raid, the police stormed the clinic and arrested the syndicate members and Dr. Adewale. When Tolu learned the truth, her heartbreak turned to rage. You sold our daughter? Your own flesh and blood? She screamed. But the true horror was yet to come. During the investigation, Adewale discovered the identity of the family who had bought his daughter. They were none other than a wealthy couple who had been struggling to conceive, a couple Adewale had helped in the past. The baby girl was returned to Tolu, but Adewale's life was in ruins. He was sentenced to life in prison, his reputation destroyed and his family shattered. In the end, Tolu raised their daughter alone, determined to shield her from the darkness of her father's sins. Dr. Adewale spent the rest of his days in a lonely cell, haunted by the price he had paid for his greed, losing his freedom, his family, and his soul.